Dad,
Yes?
how do you feel about your wall?
Your wall? Oh, it's terrible. It's cracked, like me. Old and cracked. Unfit for purpose. Ready to be scrapped. Replaced by wood.
Really? I don't believe it.
What, me? Replaced by wood. Yeah. Useful.
Say something unpoetic.
Unpoetic. Gespig. Now, the wall's broken, so it must be broken down. When it's broken down properly, then's the time for renewal. You can't renew something that's half broken. You have to smash it.
Who's going to fix it?
I don't know. It'll depend on the cost. In all senses. The cost to us in aggravation and prevarication.
How about Dad in a plain way?
In a plain way?
Say something in a plain way. Who's going to fix it?
Who's going to fix it? Well, if we have bricks, a bricklayer will fix it. If we have fencing, a fencer will fix it. Whether we can be the bricklayer and the fixer and fencer, who knows? Remains to be seen. We need the energy to do it, and the will. We have the necessity. Shall we lie down under the weight of circumstance and possibly bricks? Or shall we up tools and at it and smash the damn thing and put something else up that works? There's a barrier against the world.
Why do you want a brick wall?
Why do I want I want a barrier, something to keep the outside out and the inside in, or else all my identity will spin out into the cosmos and be diffused and lost. But I'm not...
What does that mean?
What does it mean? What does it mean to have a house and home at all? It's to...
No, but what doesn't what you just said mean?
What?
Your energy spilling out into the cosmos.
Into the cosmos.
In a plain way.
In a plain way. Well, I feel it's to do with the urban environment, actually. I think if I lived in a field and camped every day and walked on and camped as a nomads do, then I'd have no need of fences or barriers. But as it is, here, crammed together, cheek by jowl, buttock by buttock, we're almost forced to delineate a small portion of the earth which we choose to call our own, which you might name home or some other thing.
Why do you live like that?
I live like that partly because I always have, originally for work and so on. But I came here because work was here. But now I'm retired, I could go anywhere. Go and live in a burrow on the moor. Maybe a better thing.
Seriously?
Well, there was a guy who lived for years in a hole in the embankment of the railway down by Walton. But is that a better way or is it not? Probably a bit uncomfortable. I've got used to the comforts of life in this little house, which I choose to call home. And I guess if I get used to the comforts, then I must endure the maintenance. And at the moment, the maintenance involves the replacement of that wall before it falls on some innocent. There you go.
Why might it fall down? Vandals?
Well, yes, I mean, it richly deserved, anyone who it fell upon would richly deserve it, because they would be attacking it at the time. But I'm not sure that that would really justify my leaving it as
Don't you think we need to break down barriers? You once told me that you said that you thought disobedience was important.
Well, it is indeed. It's important to science. Science couldn't live without it. If we did...
But what about this circumstance?
This circumstance... Well, I guess I could live without replacing the wall. But the thing is, it's going to crumble soon.
Why is this wall an exception to the rule of anarchy?
I guess because I hide behind it. I like the wall there. In some sense, maybe not true to my beliefs. Maybe I knock the wall down and let the great unwashed of Walton in. Not an appealing thought. But I guess we could replace it. Just looking at it outside now, we could replace it with a fence, which I do know how to build. A wall I'm rather iffy at. I think it would be flying in the face of circumstance to try and put up the wall. I wouldn't mind having a go, but I don't know that I'd make much of a fist of it, to be honest. Not without any practice. It's a high wall and thin, whereas I think I should start with a low garden wall. We could have walls all around the garden just practicing. The phone rings.